Hello, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you are playing this pre-recorded session. This session is something that was done previously earlier this month, and if you have any questions at all about the class, then you can always email me at yoga.1 Okay. So let's start by making sure that we are nicely in this space and that we give a chance for us to focus a little bit on our breath, just to calm us and settle us. So just bring yourself into a comfortable seated position. Allow your spine to lengthen by lifting the crown of your head up. Let your shoulders release. Hands can come into your lap or on your knees, wherever's comfortable. And then just start to breathe. So just taking it in steady breaths at whatever pace is good for you. You're welcome to close your eyes here if it helps. Just take yourself a little bit more inwardly. Maybe let's start to lengthen the breath out. Your inhale and exhale, come out just a little bit slower. Just starting to roll your shoulders, to move your body in whatever ways you think is good, just to check if there's any parts of you are feeling just a little bit tender, sore, so that you're aware of them. And if it's part of your practice, maybe bringing in an Ujjayi breath. Start to restrict the back of your throat. Make a soft snoring sound, a way to try breath. The next time you inhale, we're going to lift our arms up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, we're going to fold over our legs. Inhale, draw ourselves back, and we exhale again to fall over. So we're trying to make a wave with our body. Good. Next time you come up, stay there. Just take a twist over to one side by bringing your left hand down and your right arm over, and then changing it over to the other side. Good. Start to wiggle your fingers and your wrists. Just turn your head to the left and then over to the right. Roll your shoulders. Take a long breath in. Strong breath out. Good. And then start to move yourself so that you are in an all-fours position on your mat. Fingers are spread, toes are spread. Good. Now let's just move nice and broadly around our wrists and our knees. Good. And then take it in the opposite direction. And then bring yourself back to stillness. Good, we're going to draw our right hand forwards ever so slightly, making sure our fingers are spread. Little finger and thumb are pressing down a bit more firmly. We're going to take our right toes out to the side, and then we're going to lift our left leg back. Good, now start to turn your hips to the side. So you're opening them up and come high onto your left fingertips. Good, now when you're ready, we're going to draw our left arm forwards, and we're going to take it in slow moving circles. As you bring it down, we're going to tap the elbow to the knee before drawing it all the way back round. Now just turning. We'll just try and bring our breath into a rhythm with this. Good, one more. Good, now we're going to bring our left hand to our chest. We're going to turn and look towards the floor. Good, now lift your left leg up a little bit higher before then bringing it back down onto the mat. Good, swap over your hands. So bring your left hand towards the mat, take the left toes out to the side, right toes in, and then let's lift off onto our right leg. Good, again, turn the hips to the side, reach that right arm out, and then slowly begin to turn your arm. Bring your left hand towards that low point. That breath. Steady. Good, again, bring your right hand to your chest. Turn and look towards the floor. Lift your right leg a little higher. And then bring your right knee down. Good, now let's just sink ourselves back into a child's pose. Untucking our toes, reaching our fingertips forwards, coming high onto the fingertips to lift the elbows away from the floor. Good, and then pull yourself up by pressing your palms down into the floor. Come all the way over the tops of your fingers. And then go all the way back towards your heels again. Good, again, palms pressed down to lift yourself up. Come over the fingers. And then take yourself back towards your heels. Good, one more of those. Pull yourself up, pause over the tops of your fingers. Lift your bum a little higher. Breathe. And then take yourself back. Tuck your toes just before you hit child's pose and lift yourself up and back into a downward facing dog. Good. Breathe. See if you can bring in that Ujjayi breath again. Good, now nice and slowly, we're going to bend our arms either direction. Okay, so elbows go out to the side. Then we're going to scoop our arms in and then press back again, just to reset our downward facing dog. Good. Press more weight into your right leg and lift your left leg up. Good, come really high onto your right toes. Keep pressing your left leg back. Good, just start to bend the back knee. And then re-extend. Good, bend the back knee. And re-extend. Last time, bend the back knee. Hold it there. Now I'm going to scoop this leg slowly underneath, lifting it up towards our chest, bringing yourself forwards as far as possible. Good, see if you can come high on your right toes. Good, now re-extend all the way back up. Good. Now from here, we're going to reset our dog. We're going to open the elbows to the side. Good, scoop the arms back towards one another, and then re-press out. Good. Now make yourself as long as possible in your leg dog. Good, bend the knee again. We're going to start to open our hips to the side. Look underneath our left armpit. Breathe. Good. Square yourself back to the floor. And then scoop the leg underneath and step it up in between your hands. Good. Now breathe. Look forwards. Let your hips dip down. Press your right heel back. Good. Inhale. Lift your hips. Look towards the floor. Press down a little bit more firmly with your left foot. Good. Take your right fingertips out to the side. And then lift your left arm forwards, round, and then up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Good. Slowly, we're going to lower our back knee down. We're going to bend the back leg. If you're able to, take hold of your back leg. Lift your left shoulder back. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. And then look back. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to let go of that foot. Hand comes back down onto the inside of your left leg. Lift your back foot away from the floor. Good. Now we're going to rotate on the back foot and then windmill our hands up so we come up into a warrior two. Good. Hold it there. Look over your left hand. Breathe. Nice and slowly, we're going to pivot our hands back down towards the floor. Unplug our back foot. Plant our hands into the floor. And then lift ourselves up and back into that three-leg dog. Good. Come really high on your right toes. Pull forwards into a three-leg plank. Lower yourself down through chaturanga and back into cobra. Good. Let's tuck the toes. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Good. Long breath in. Sigh it out. Good. Elbows start to go out to the side. Dip your chest down. Good. Scoop those elbows in and then re-extend out. Inhale. Let's lift our right leg up. High on the right toes. Or left toes. Good. Bend the back knee and then re-extend. Good. Again, bend the back knee. Re-extend. Last time, bend the back knee. Scoop that knee underneath. Squeeze it up towards your chest as you come really high on your left toes before sending yourself all the way up and out. Three-leg dog. Okay, let's reset our dog. So elbows out to the side. Squeeze them in, scoop them, lift. All the way back. We bend the back knee. Open your hips to the side. Look under your right armpit. Breathe. High on the left toes. Good. Scoop that leg under. And step the foot in between your hands. Good. Again, look forwards, let your feet come down. And then lift. And look down towards the floor. Good. We're going to slowly lower our back knee down. Good. We're going to swoop our arm up towards the ceiling. Bend the back knee. Take hold of it. Good. Breathe. Look back. We're then going to swoop our hand back in. Toes come down to the floor. Arms are both on the inside of your right foot. Lift your back knee away from the floor. Good. Lower the heel of that left foot and then pivot yourself all the way up into warrior two. Good. Breathe. Look over your right hand. Good. And we're going to pivot back down towards the floor. Hands frame your right foot. Unplug your back heel. Good. Plant your hands down. And then lift yourself all the way up and back. Three-leg dog. Good. Pull forwards into a three-leg plank. Lower yourself through chaturanga. Into cobra. Shoulders back. Good. Breathe. Breath. Good. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Good. Let's reset. Elbows go to the side. Scoop the arms. And then press your bum nice and high. Breathe. Good. Let's take our hands just a little bit wider. Come really high on our back toes. Now, slow motion, we are going to carefully step ourselves ever so much closer to the top of the mat. You'll finally come all the way to the top. Good, extend all the way to the ceiling. Good. Open your chest, breathe, and then fold. Back down to the floor. Good, bend your knees deeply. This time we are going to springboard ourselves back to a plank. Lift ourselves nice and high. Go back into downward facing dog. Good. Let's lift our left leg up again. Good, high on the right toes. Bend the back knee. Open the hips. Keep it going so you can drop your left foot down behind you. Straighten your right leg. And then reach your left hand back. Good, keep those hips nice and high. Breathe. Good. Spin yourself back round into three-leg dog. Let's reset. Elbows out. Keep them in. Press the floor away. Good. Come forwards into a three-leg plank. Lower yourself down through chaturanga. Back into cobra. Breathe. Good. And then take it back into downward facing dog. Good, again, come really high on your toes. Slowly start to walk yourself up towards the top of your mat. Good, slowly rise up. Reach your hands towards the ceiling. Breathe. And then slowly take yourself back down towards the floor. Head is loose, not a yes. Shake it no. Arms are heavy. Breathe. Breath in. Steady breath out. Okay, let's start to bend our knees. Plant our hands deeply into the floor, come high onto our toes, and then fly to the back of the mat. Good, let's take our hips nice and high. Downward facing dog, let's reset. Elbows wide, scoop them in, press the floor away. Good, let's lift the right leg up, high on the left toes. Bend the knee, open the hips. Good, carry the movement on so you come out into wild thing on the other side. Breathe. And breath in. Steady breath out. Good, hold it there just for one more breath. Good, then flip yourself round into your three-leg dog. Good, reset the dog. So elbows wide, squeeze it in, press it away. Good, come all the way forwards into a three-leg plank. Lower yourself down through chaturanga, up into cobra. Good, breathe. Good, slowly make your way back onto all fours. Tuck your toes, take yourself up and back. Downward facing dog. Good, strong breath in. Sigh out. Strong breath in. Sigh out. Last time, strong breath in. Sigh out. Good, look between your hands. Bend your knees deeply. This time, instead of walking, we're going to fly to the top of the mat. Good, stay high on your toes. Heels are lifted. Slowly start to lift the legs, straighten them out, and then start to roll up. See if you can stay high on your toes, or reaching your hands up towards the ceiling. Good, keep those heels lifted. Start to bend our knees. pick up and back and bring ourselves into head pose. Keep breathing. The heels lifted if you can. Good. Slowly start to re-extend your legs. Good. Heels still lifted. This time we start to fold all the way down towards the floor. Fingertips come down. Lift your right leg away from the floor. Take it high and up to the back of the mat. Good. Now bring your left heel in. Whew. As you inhale, let's lift. High lunge. Good. Take the ribcage back. Open your chest. Look up a little. Bend into that front knee. Breathe. Good. Slowly, we're going to twist to the left, keeping our left knee into the center, taking our arms out. Strengthen your back leg, and then come back. Good. Fold yourself back down towards the floor. Good. Come really high with the back leg as you draw it in. Lift your left heel and come back to being on your toes. I know your feet are hurting, but try and override it. Good. Again, slowly begin to roll up. Good. Reach your hands high on the heels. Good. Fold yourself back down towards the floor. Keep those heels lifted. Good. This time, left leg goes high. As you take it back, now you can lower your right heel down towards the floor as you lift up into a high lunge. Good. Bend deeply into that front knee. Ribcage back. Open your chest. Look up. Good. Now we're going to start to twist out towards the right hand side. Keep trying to squeeze your right knee in. Good. Strengthen your left leg. Breathe. Good. Slowly bring yourself back. High lunge. Fold forwards. Good. Step that right leg back into a plank. Good. We're going to go halfway down. Elbows out. Pause. Heels back. Lift. Good. Again, halfway down. Elbows out. Pause. Heels back. Lift. One more. Halfway down. Elbows out. Pause. Heels back. Lift. Good. Let's lift our hips back into downward facing dog. Feet set. Elbows out. In. Press back. Breathe. Take 3 long breaths here in your downward facing dog. Good. Nice and slow, really high on your toes. Start to walk all the way to the top of your mat. Bring yourself onto your fingertips when you get close enough. Good. Stay low. Thumb shifts back. Knees bent. Arms lift. Hair pose. Good. Hold it there as you bring your hands down towards your chest. Let's take a twist. The left hand side. Bring our right elbow on top. Good. If you feel your right knee shifting forwards, then shift your right hip back. Good. Let's bring it back to center. Lift the arms. Press. Down to the chest. Twist this time to the right hand side. Elbow touches the outside of your right knee. If your left knee creeps forwards, shift your left hip back. Breathe. Good. Come back to center. Lift all the way up towards the ceiling. Reach. Open your chest. Bring your hands down by your side. Roll your shoulders back and breathe. Excellent. Right side. And when you're ready, let's keep up. About hip distance apart. Good, and just bend your knees in turn, just to loosen them up. Move ourselves into just a nice. So when you're ready, we're going to take our weight over to the left-hand side. We're going to draw leg up, other leg, and squeeze it onto the inside of our thighs. Much easier. Always bring the foot down onto the calf. There's no competition with how high you can. As long as you can press it in, counteract that pressure with your stand. Good. Once you've found yourself into the position that you're happy with, wherever you find it easier, you start to lift up towards this. It's true. Good. Now focus something in the room that doesn't move. Soften your breath. Gaze. Soften into the now start to bring your hands down onto your leg. And you're going to let go of this leg and we're going to cross it over the side of the standing leg. No matter where it is, so it can be left. Good, we're going to reach our hands forwards and then bend our standing knee so that we then start to fold down towards the floor. So the small bend into your left leg. Good, now make that bend a little stronger. Hold it there, breathe. Good, now start to lift. Hands go high, take the knee out and away. Bring yourself back down. Good, back to mountain. Breathe. Take out your standing leg. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Let's over. First of all, back and down. Good, then take the foot wherever you wish to do it. Inside of the thigh or inside of your calf. And then start to reach. Hands up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Good. Hold it nice and steady. And start to bring your hands down onto your waist. Get the leg across the body some more, a little bit more. Good, and then slowly start to reach forwards as you bend the knee and fold. Good. You should feel a stretch now happening on the outside of the bent leg. Breathe. And then slowly roll up. Reach your hands. And then undo the leg. And bring it down. And recenter. Good. Hands come down. To your mountain pose. Breathe. Take out the other standing leg. If you're not already, make your way back to the top of your mat. We're going to inhale and lift our arms. And then exhale, we're going to fold. Good. Bend your knees nice and deeply so that you can plant your hands into the floor. Let's step the right leg back, then the left leg back. Good. Let's take ourselves down through a slow motion chaturanga. All the way up into cobra. Your shoulders and your jaw. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Good. Let's start by lifting our right leg back up towards the ceiling. Curl it underneath us. This time take the right knee behind the right wrist and send the toes out to the left-hand side as much as you can. Good. Slide your left leg back till the knee can come down. We're coming into a pigeon. Good. Come high onto your fingertips and open your chest. Breathe. Breath in. Breath out. And nice and slowly come down onto your hands, or if you want to come forwards onto your forearms, or if you want to bring your hands fully forwards so that you can lay your head down onto the mat. You find whichever position works best for you and go for it. Breathe. So imagine you can send your breath to your inner thigh. As you inhale, you inflate that area of your body, loosening it. As you exhale, releasing that tension. Steadily breathing. Slowly start to bring yourself back up. Onto your fingertips, come really high. Roll your shoulders back, open your chest. And let's plant our hands down into the floor. Lift the back knee. And then let's lift ourselves up and back into that three-leg dog. Good, last time coming forwards into a three-leg plank. Lowering ourselves down through a three-leg chaturanga. And coming back into a cobra. Tucking our toes and going back into downward facing dog. Good, when you're ready, let's lift. Left leg up. Curl the leg underneath, same as before. Pigeon. So left knee behind left wrist. Toes go out to the side. Slide your right leg back till the knee comes down. Good, let's come really high onto our fingertips. Open the chest. Breathe. Start to bring yourself as low to the floor as you wish. Concentrate on that wave, that inhaling and expanding and strengthening. And then the exhale, as you're loosening, you're calming, you're releasing. And find a wave in your breath, an undulation that is nice and consistent. Use your shoulders. Your back leg nice and strong. And then nice and slowly draw yourself back up. Back high onto your fingertips. Open your chest. Breathe. You can plant your hands down into the floor. As you lift your back knee, lift your front knee and take it back into a three-leg dog before drawing forwards into a three-leg plank and lowering yourself down through chaturanga, back through cobra. And take a child's pose. This time wrapping your hands around your body, more restorative. And nice and slowly roll yourself up so you're sitting on your heels. And just press your feet into your, press your hands, your knuckles into your feet, just to give them a little bit of a massage. Pressing down. Good. And when you're ready, let's lift our hands up towards the ceiling. Bend our left elbow behind our head. Just nestle it in. Other hand goes on top. In place. Now press your head back. Open your chest and stretch out that left shoulder blade. Good, and then slowly lift both hands. Bring your head to the left and to the right. Before bending the other elbow behind your head. Nestle it in. Whichever point feels comfortable, so that you can press your head back. Ooh. Feel that shoulder. Right down the shoulder blade. Wiggle your fingers. Down towards the floor. Shift yourself over onto your bum and swing your legs around. Good. Now we're going to lift our legs so that they are parallel with the floor. And our hands are parallel with the floor also. Good. Now we're going to gently kick our legs like this one. And we're going to try and hold ourselves nice and still. We now start to straighten the legs. Keep the swimming motion going. Start moving back down towards the floor. Until the head comes down. And start to lower. And finally hit the mat. Take a long breath in through your nose. And a strong breath out through your mouth. Back. When you're ready, let's draw our knees in towards our chest. We hold the knees with our hands. Around your lower back. Then start to bring your head as close to your knees as possible, making yourself into the smallest little ball that you can. Gently rock side to side, micro movements. Good, then slowly roll yourself back down. Bring your feet down flat onto the floor. Good, we're going to cross our right leg over our left knee. Like you might cross your legs when you're sitting down. Good, now we're going to reach our right hand, the back of the room, and then slowly over to the left hand side. Feel the right side of your body stretch. Bring your left hand to your right rib cage and then breathe into it. Slowly start to roll yourself back. Over your hands and legs. Take your legs over. Breath. Right hand onto your left rib cage. Breathe. And slowly roll yourself back onto your back. Unravel your legs and start to press your feet forwards. Here, take a long inhale, tense every muscle of your body, squeeze your bum, abs, chest, back, toes, face muscles. And as you exhale, release, relax, and everything becomes still. Your breath starts to become automatic. Your softens. And then start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and your nose. Just gently wake up the muscles in your body. You take a long breath in through your nose and then release. And slowly start to draw your knees in towards your chest. And roll yourself to either the right or the left hand side. Pressing yourself gently up to a seated position that you took at the beginning of the class. Okay, take a long breath in and then sigh. And to your eyelids movement. Thank you for joining today. Make sure you drink plenty of water and make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. So to all of us who've practiced today, and most importantly to yourselves, you can bow and say, Namaste. Thanks everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye everyone.
Bye.